Hello, mortals! I am the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube, and this is Get Ready With Me, where I put on drag makeup for filming videos later today. So, we have Mooney. Happy birthday! You can drink, so that must mean you're 21. What a fantastic number. You're still so young. Lori is here. Lynette is here. Alrighty. Oh, you're very cranky. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't mind sassy. I don't think anyone minds sassy here. I think so too. In my opinion, if you are old enough that we can draft you and send you off to war, you should be able to go to a bar and have a drink, which is age 18. But I guess it's just statistics. Statistically, I guess there's less drunk driving incidents if the age is 21. So it's not completely random, but on principle, I think it should be 18. But no one is asking me, and I am so far away from that age group that I don't care that much. But I know when I was younger, they were just starting to raise the age from 18 to 21, and I know I was really upset about it, just on principle. If you can get married, enlist in the military, drinking themes, yes. So, but again, they did base it off of statistics. Okay, so we are, I don't know what I'm going to do today. Let me look at last week's makeup. I'm so prepared. Last week, I did, turned out to be a sunset look with oranges and reds and I think purples with a gold lid. I want to do something really contrasty, like maybe a blue lid or cut crease with, what's the opposite of blue? Orange? I don't want to do orange. Okay, let me rethink that. Maybe I should just do the white cut crease. Just a white cut. Well, no, I want to do something different. What about a blue eye with a pink cut crease? Have I done that before? Probably have. But just looking over I'm on my Instagram, just looking at my previous looks. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. Pink, blue with pink. There we go. Not allowed to join the army. Oh, that's right. You're in Israel, so don't most people in Israel join the army unless, I guess maybe had a medical exclusion. But yeah. Yes, well, okay. That's a tough exception, though. Pink and orange. I think because since I did sort of an orangey look last week, I think I'm just going to go with blues. So, I'm going to go with my Flash palette. Let me see this other one. You know, this other cream Flash palette thingy has these neon colors. Maybe I'll just like do a neon stripe of yellow or something. She doesn't go at all with pink and blue. But who knows? Reason is, oh dear. Oh, and diabetes. Well, diabetes is a big one too. So I guess you have what, the type 1? Yeah, that's a tough one. Diabetes is no joke. My, not my current husband, but my longtime partner before him had diabetes. From his was weird because normally the juvenile diabetes is diagnosed like when you're like 8 or 9, but his didn't come in till he was like a late teens. But he actually passed away from complications in his 40s, which I don't mean to be a downer, but it's a. I am well aware of how tough that can be. Okay, so blue. Should I just do the black to the blue? Every time I try to do those graphic looks, they just don't seem to do well for me. And I think it's just my face shape. Because it's funny, Wilma Fingerdew had a live stream for her birthday earlier this week. And she was talking about her recommendation is get someone with, if you're going to follow someone online, is get someone with a similar eye shape as you, or face shape as you, which is actually really good advice. Okay, I'm just going to do sort of a black cream. Let me get up. So I hope everyone is having a good reading week. I'm on a kick with middle grade books. I don't know why. Well, I know why. It was after reading the Enola Holmes books. I read them all. And then something came recommended on Amazon, which was another Sherlock Holmes spinoff, only it was young adult, called A Study in Charlotte. And the premise of that one was Sherlock Holmes apparently had a offspring late in life. So there were descendants of the Sherlock Holmes line. And of course, if you've read Sherlock Holmes's books, you know that Watson got married. And so there's a line of Watsons. And this contemporary version has a descendant of Sherlock Holmes named Charlotte Holmes teaming up with a descendant of Watson. And of course, it's from Watson's point of view, and we get another Sherlock Holmes Watson story. And it was okay. It was a pretty good book. I didn't continue the series. It didn't grab me like the Enola Holmes books, but oops. But I gave it 4 stars. Recommend it. Blue and Coral. Okay, yeah. Well, that's kind of pink. I like that. Sort of an orangey. Cappuccino, welcome. Yummy sandwich. Yay. Oops, missed something. Oh, insulin affordable? Yeah, that's our healthcare system. Whole other story. Blue and coral. Okay. 5 books. Yipes. What's their two out of 5? We want to know. You guys are serious readers. I'm like, I do a book in 1 week and I feel proud. But then again, when I was doing Enola Holmes, that was I did like 5 books in a week. But again, middle grade is usually a lot faster to read. Oh, and the other book I picked up, because once again I was on this middle grade kick, is it was another one that was made into a Netflix movie. It's a zombie book. Oh shoot, what was it called? um, oh, hold on, let me look it up. Isn't that awful? I'm reading. I can't even remember the name of the current book I'm reading. But I got it. I kind of got it on a whim, rather than something I was like really looking forward to. I was just like, oh, this popped up. Why don't I give it a try? Oh, The Last Kids on Earth, which is a zombie apocalypse book. It's told in a humorous style. And oh, I know why I picked it up, because it has a lot of illustrations. And usually I don't like Kindle for illustrations, but I just recently found out how to like zoom in on Kindle illustrations. I was just wanted to see how it worked out. Okay, so that's that blue, and now I have a lighter blue in this flash palette. Actually, I'm not sure if this is lighter. It's blue here. No, it's really not lighter. Hold on. Is it brighter? So I'm going to mix it with a little white. Using my hand as a palette. Even, well, yeah, you can see a difference on camera. And I'm really liking this flash palette technique simply because for me, I have issues putting shadow over my glued down eyebrows. I'm just going to use my fingers to blend a little. Okay. Oh, here we go. 2 out of 5 was Tamim Should. Okay, nonfiction. Haven't heard that one. You're not working right now. If I were, I would have much. Oh, okay. So, yeah, still in the midst of a move. Stig, yay! Thank you for joining us. Carrie Greenwood wrote the Miss Fisher mysteries, and maybe she should stay writing fiction. Yeah, I've noticed that if you have a favorite author, that not so much fiction, nonfiction, but jumping from one genre to the other, sometimes you're like, why didn't you stick with the genre you're good at? Tea Master and the Detective by Elliot de Bodard. Oh, no, I have not heard of that one. Yeah, I'm just getting into Sherlock Holmes variations. Yeah. I know on TV I like the different reimaginings of Sherlock Holmes, which either goes sort of comedy, 7% solution type thing. Did Spielberg do like a young Sherlock? But then that modern one with Benedict Cumberbatch, really, really good. True life mystery about a man found on. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Mooney was going to send me Israeli cover book so I can do like a comparison. By the way, I've done 3 episodes of the UK versus US book covers, and I'll release the first one. So over the next 2 weeks, I'll probably release one a week. Oh, wow. So this is like a recent study. I'm almost done with, Eye of the World. It's a good book. I don't know why you thought it would be bad. The first 3, in my opinion, the first 3 Wheel of Time books are some of the best. And I'm talking about epic fantasy in general. After that, it's another story, but I'm glad I read the series, all 14 books. How long is Eye of the World? It's a chunky book. A man who had unusual features that in a code. That sounds bizarre, Lynette. With a Jewish frog main character? That's sounds interesting. Okay, I need to set these eyes. Let me go. I'm just putting a light dusting of powder over the flash. Okay, so we did that. Why is my phone? Let's look at this real quick. So moving update, I think we're getting close. I think this next week, we're going to get the majority of stuff done. Famous last words. Okay, I'm going to start with the light blue first. Which means doing the countertops, the appliances. I mean, we're in that, hopefully, end stage. Because we did new flooring, we added a wall to make a room for my office. Redid the bathrooms, the kitchens. So it's a lot going on. But if you've ever done a home renovation, you know how stressful it can be. Okay, now I'm going to switch to, if I can use the same brush, a dark blue. You see the it's like it's patchy. Let me see. Do I have another shade of blue? Okay, I have this sort of turquoisey blue. I'm going to see if that blends these two colors together. Okay, so there's blue down. Blue down. Oh, Jackie's here. Jackie's here. This is my sister. Glad you have made it. Oh, Mooney, it's yeah. I don't know the time in Israel, but I'm sure it's late. Good night. You're so annoyed by Greenwald's book. I learned as much. Oh, that sucks. She just patted her book. Yeah, I just don't read those types of books, so I can't help you there. True Life Unsolved Mysteries. Oh, that's interesting. John Dillinger. Oh, thank you, Stig. Very Moraines that I. Yes. Blue Aja today. 32 hours. Wow. Yeah. Chonky book. He was in prison. Australia went decimal. So the hidden money became useless. Yay, Jackie. Okay, I'm going to go. I need to put down some black. Okay. Okay, so there is the black. So I think I'm done with the outer color. And I'm going to try to cut the crease. Where did I put my cotton swabs? Oops. Okay, anyway, have a cotton swab. I'm going to go with this micellar water to cut the crease. Yeah, I think unsolved crimes are interesting. It's just not the types of books I would normally pick up. I can't even remember the last time I read a true crime book. I know I read Helter Skelter, the Manson murder books, but only because it was on my parents' bookshelf. So it's just, you stare at it enough and you get curious. Okay, so one eye done. Oh, I think I complained before on one of these live streams about my hip. I was so worried that I would need a hip replacement because it's been bothering me for like 10 months. So finally, I made an appointment with a orthopedic surgeon who did like x-rays and figured out that it wasn't my hip. My hip joint's fine. It was just some type of muscle strain that pushed one of my lower spinal discs just a little bit out of alignment. So anyway, the recommendation was to do physical therapy. And I've had one session, and already just after one session, there's a big difference. Just kind of makes me annoyed that I could have done this 10 months ago. But I didn't because I was too afraid that I would need a hip replacement. There's a lesson in that somewhere. I don't know what it is. I'm catching up. Funny about the hidden money. I'm intrigued if I see an article or something about it. Get you some popcorn. Strange objects. I'm thinking of that guy with, is it Running with Scissors? Totally different book, I guess. It's like an autobiography about a kid growing up with schizophrenia or something. Yeah, if the new evidence is popping up as we speak, that's kind of interesting. It's all Cap's fault. She mentioned a sandwich. Yeah, epistemological books. Yeah, that's like diaries, journal entries, that type of thing. Yeah, yeah, you don't know. Oh, it's the only reason you don't have arthritis. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Yes, that's what I was thinking of, Running with Scissors. And I don't know why it made me think of that. What is it, Strange Objects? Because I'm thinking of another book that has the word objects in it that reminded me. My mind just jumped around with Running with Scissors. Oh, you procrastinate on medical stuff. Yeah. Okay, so you guys have mentioned coral. I don't have any coral glitter. That's why I was thinking pink, because I know I have pink glitter. But hold on, let me look at my glitter collection. Well, this is, I was going to say yellow, but it's more gold, which I did last week. You know what? I'm not, well, I have this silver glitter, this silvery white glitter. Why don't I do coral and just put some white glitter over it? So if I'm going to do coral, okay, so I have this coral that I'm going to cut. Actually, let me start with white, because I'll do light white and try to do a gradation into coral. My hand's a mess today. Oh, I see Wilma. Thank you, Wilma. Thank you for coming. I was just mentioning you earlier about your advice following makeup tutorials with people with the same face shape as you. Because I think one of my issues is I keep wanting to do these big looks that go out, like Luscious Massacre. But whenever I do, it just doesn't look right. The other thing is eye shape. Because I definitely have better luck following drag queens with Asian eyes, since I'm Asian, rather than the some of the other tutorials, just, you know, for the eyes. The other thing I like to do is to have this triangle on my nose, if you notice it, which I get from, there's a couple queens that do that, but on IMHO, Darby Lynn Cartwright, I think she looks so cool with that triangle on her nose, and Meatloaf does it. And so I try to do it, but I have a really skinny nose. And it works better if the broader your nose is. Oh, I hate the dentist. But yeah, it's good to get it over with. And it's not good to put it off. Strange Objects is historical fiction with journal being by a crew member of the Batavia. Huh. Oh, interesting. Oh, that sounds cool. Okay, Running with Scissors with Augustin Burroughs. Yeah, a little bit of magical realism, a little historical fiction. Sounds like it has it all. My favorite line, I think I mentioned Peggy Sue Got Married a while ago. It's one of my favorite Kathleen Turner movies. But there's a line in there that I really love. It's a great line for time travel books. And it's after Peggy Sue travels back in time to become a teenager. And then she goes and meets her grandparents, who are, I think, have passed away in her current timeline, but are still alive when she's a teenager. And she explains her situation to them, and she goes, "Grandpa, if you could do it all over again, what would you do different?" And his answer was, "I'd take better care of my teeth." Which is such a perfect answer, because, usually it's like, I would never change a thing, but it's like, it's such a mundane task that is so true. Just going to take in better care of my teeth. Such a good movie. Okay, so this is just Clown White. And now, let's see if this is going to work. I'm going to find a brush. Maybe this one. And do the coral on the outer eye. Yeah. Is that a good answer? If people like body swapping books, I recommend Plot On, Sleepless Giant. As the world stops spinning for a few moments and alien beings. I think I've seen more movies with body swaps than I have read books. But I am a huge fan of Jack Chalker, who was a prolific science fiction writer in the, I guess, 70s, 80s. I think he died kind of young. But all his books, not all his books, but most of his books had themes of not body swapping, but of body transformation. It's just one of those cases of an author just having a subject that he likes to write about. Okay, the orange is in, so let's try to blend it. Orange out. Let me just say a new brush. Okay, so there is the coral. Um, kind of having second thoughts on the glitter. Let me look. Because I have this sort of shiny. Let me try to use a brush. Can I brush on this shiny, sort of sherbety? Okay. I don't know. Can you see it? Let me go with white. And let's see. Oh, if Wilma's still here, be sure to wish her a happy birthday. Okay, so rather than glitter, I have some of this foiled. Oh, what the heck? I'll put some glitter on. What the heck? Because I know y'all like some glitter. Yay, more books. At the rate you read books, happy Mother's Day. You love the coral. Most welcome, BG. I'm BG. Wilma. Oh, I think Drag Race is so fascinating this season. If you don't know, Wilma does her world famous finger do reviews. But this season on Drag Race, they've just been dragging it on so long. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm just doing this white glitter over the top of this. Just to increase the iridescence. So last night they finally had the final contestants for the grand finale next week or in 2 weeks. Do you see a difference between the two? And so, of course, they instead of doing a top 4, they're doing a top 5, and I'm not mad about it. But I just don't have the bandwidth to do. They have another season of Drag Race Hispania. I just don't have the bandwidth to do it. I never thought I'd be burnt out on Drag Race, but it's a lot. But funny enough, I did watch Wilma's review of the Hispania. I just didn't watch the episode. Okay, so there we have the coral with some glitter over the top. And, oh, I know what I forgot to do. Well, first off, I lost the top to this flash palette. There it is. I just want to put a little bit of white on the brows. Again, this is Clown White. And I want some white powder. Okay, so now let's move on to eyeliner. Oh, I'm missing a lot of... Okay, someone new! Lex Noel. Thank you for joining us, Lex. Well, Tolkien's one of my favorites, so we're all entitled to our own opinions. Oh, good. With the glitter. Yeah, you're one of you and my uncle. My uncle really loves Proust. Um, not my favorite. A bit pompous, is he? Okay. Just got back from saving some books from getting destroyed. Wow. I when I lived in Oakland, I would go around and there's like a lot of those little libraries, but sometimes you just find books abandoned on the street. So I'd pick them up and put them in one of the free libraries. Yeah, Proust and James Joyce are they're hard ones to pick up. Swan's Way. Is that Proust? I've only read like a excerpt in some collection for some English class I did. The Python sketch. The Cat Who Saved Books. I love that title. I agree. Monty Python's hilarious. House of Leaves. Oh, Neil Gaiman. I will check you out on Instagram. Okay, I need to start this eyeliner. I started with Neil Gaiman. Is it Gaiman or Gaiman? Back when he first, his first comic book. He started as a comic book writer, if you didn't know. Sandman. Back in, I think it's the mid 80s. And I think in one of my, did I do a comic book reveal? I have like a lot of the original Sandman books. But I still think Sandman's my favorite comic. And they've been talking about this for over 30 years, about making Sandman into a movie or some type of series. And Netflix is actually going to do it. And I'm very excited. I'm literally holding my breath doing the inner corners. Okay. So, and if you don't know, I do not like lower lashes. I used to do them just because I thought I had to. But Okay. I actually heard there's a good Sandman audiobook, and I haven't picked it up. But I'm wondering if it's like a little novella or something based on the comic books or an original story by Neil Gaiman. But I am curious. Because obviously, um, what's this glitter? Obviously, comic books don't translate to audiobooks at all. Yeah, why would you destroy them? There's some story there, Lex. What? How are they being destroyed? Do you see them in the trash, or check out the? Well, I don't know if you're into. They're called graphic novels now, but there's like a collection of the comic books compiled together in a book. If you can, I'd be curious if you would like his comic book writing more than his novel writing, because they're different. He hasn't written that many books. He's not super prolific. Oh, you like his short stories? I haven't heard anything about that. Some people just love fairy tale retelling. Fit to be read. Taking a break from gardening to join us. Thank you. I almost picked up The City by Clifford Simek because you guys were talking about it. But then I got on this middle grade kick. Okay. The other thing I don't like is mascara, which is why I'm just using this Inglot to darken my lashes so they don't look too dusty. into black. God, I need new brushes so badly. But I do clean my brushes after I use them each time. Okay, guys, I'm almost done. Oh, with the eyes anyway. Okay, so we're going to end that there. Just want just a little more. Okay. And let's brush off this bake. Reapply some of this contour. Also, when I move, I'm hoping I'll have enough room just to be a little bit more organized with makeup. Because I have everything in these like plastic bins. What is my, oh, there it is, my blush brush. And I think we're good. Oh my goodness. Lori, you are too kind. Okay, this will go to my new brush fund. That's so funny. My lashes dyed. Well, it's not so much the color of my lashes. It's just after putting all the powders and crap, they just become dusty. Oh, you're too kind, Lori. Thank you so much. Well, I think this whole Dark Tower, talking about Stephen King, Cap, I think this whole Dark Tower series is fantasy, contemporary fantasy. And that went on for, what, 7 books? I personally liked The Dark Tower. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I liked it. Oh, thank you. You look at the ads. I it's funny because sometimes, not until I became a booktuber or YouTuber, did I really even comment under people's videos or, you know, certainly watch the ads. But since I have become a booktuber, of course, now I'm like, oh, I should comment just to help them out or to give them a thumbs up. But also watching the ads, sometimes it's no big deal. It's like a 20-second ad or something. But then sometimes you'll have like a 20-minute ad and you're like, what? What is going on? What is going on? Okay. So I'm going to do my lips next. Okay, where's it? And that's the other thing. There are just some brushes I like doing certain things with. And when you drop them all in a big little bin, I'll try this little angle brush. It's hard to find that one brush that you're looking for. Okay, I'm just going to use these. And I'm going to use shadow again. Okay, who's Jackie? Thank you. Please, no one think they have to tip me, but thank you so much. Kayla, yeah, Stephen. I like Stephen King books, but he's not like my favorite author. He's not someone I have to read every book he does. Um, I started reading him. It's probably the 70s. 70s. Talking about aging yourself. 70s, 80s. I would pick them up because I know like friends were reading them, and I wanted to know what was going on. But I liked his older books, like Firestarter's one of my favorites. Of course, Carrie, Pet Cemetery, Christine. Cujo, I did not like. I just didn't like the story. Oh, y'all, someone else did it. Thank you, Fit. Okay, these will go to my brush and wig fund. Yeah, I know some people really, really like his books. Yeah, sometimes you'll come across a super long ad. Ratchet brushes. Oh my god. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to do this brown shadow. Oh, Lynette, thank you. Oh, you guys. Oh, yeah, the Stand's probably one of my favorite. No, you didn't like that one. I when I read the Stand, I remember seeing it in or reading it in high school, and it was like a huge, thick book. Young Padawan. Okay, thank you for Lynette and Lori and Fit and Jackie. Oh, I'm always unsure about using shadows as the eye thing. I mean, I like it in concept because if you have a beard, it fills in the crevices. But oh, I haven't. Is this a lip gloss? I think this is a gloss. But I do have an orangey. Oh, maybe I lied. I thought I had an orangey. Okay, well, anyway. Let's do. I'm sure all you can hear is things clattering around. I'm just going to do a red lip, and then maybe I'll put this orange gloss over it. I work an evening shift from home at night. Evening at night, how redundant. But a lot of times I'll just listen to YouTube videos. And then once you start watching one, they get recommended to you. And I don't know why, but I've just been on, maybe just this past week, on a Carol Burnett kick. Watching old Carol Burnett episodes. Okay, let's see what happens when I put on this orange gloss. Because I actually wasn't allowed to watch Carol Burnett because it was past my bedtime. I think it was on like at 10 p.m. on a school night. But I would always sneak and try to watch it. Kind of a shame. I don't think those types of variety shows will ever come back. Although I guess Saturday Night Live is kind of okay. I don't know what this actually did to the lip color, but I just put a little dab of white. That's all over my teeth. Okay, so you know what's next. Eyelashes. See, I didn't forget. You didn't have to remind me. Rose Red is a miniseries, not a movie. Rose Red. Talking about fairy tales, I love the Rose Red series by Tanith Lee. Oh, I've been to the Winchester Mystery House. That's in San Jose. Oh, we must have lived near each other. I lived in Oakland, Cap. But yeah, it's a fun tour. That is a crazy house. Crazy, crazy house. Oh, you see Owen Wilson. What's the that one? It's a floppy light here. Oh, this one. Okay, nope, this one. Firestarter will be new. Yeah, I heard about that. They're redoing Firestarter. The original one was with Drew Barrymore. Oh, you can't stand Owen Wilson? He's okay. I don't have a strong opinion. Love Carol Burnett. Yay. Great family viewing. Well, here's the thing. My parents weren't big on comedy. You know, they didn't watch Carol Burnett. And like I said, they didn't want me to watch it because they thought a child should go to bed. What was my bedtime? 9 or 10? But it was just before Carol Burnett. But I had my own TV in my room. So I tried to like turn it on really low so no one would hear it. Such a classic. Yeah, I think the sketches hold up too. Well, you guys missed out. Oh, Mrs. Higgins. Yeah, that's true. So many reality shows. But like I said, I think you can find them all on YouTube now. They seem to at least pop up for me. But like I said, I think Saturday Night Live is considered a variety show. They have a guest, they have sketches, they have musical numbers. God, how many times have I reused these lashes? That whole the family with the Eunice and Mama is brilliant. Oh, that's right. I remember my stepmother saying that she did not like Carol Burnett because she didn't like how they yelled. I don't know. Some people just don't have a sense of humor. That's all there is to it. Lashes are my least favorite part of drag. They're hard to put on and they're uncomfortable. But they do make the look. They're necessary. Okay, doing the Wigs by Vanity thing. Transferring on some of the glue. Okay. Wow, I haven't watched commercial TV in 20 years. Well, I don't know how it is in Down Under, but here, if you watch the news, it's going to be commercial TV. Oh, thank you, Lori. Love the eyes. Thank you. The coral caftan. Ah, no, Mr. Rogers. Oh, did you see that movie with Tom Hanks? It's so really gets you. Really gets you. Does anyone remember Romper Room? I remember Romper Room with, I forget the lady's name, but you would like have her mirror and say, I see Susie and George and John, and you would hope she would say your name. Some Mr. McFeely. Oh, did you it's also Captain Kangaroo, which is another one in that genre or that those kids shows. Okay. So I think this is the look. The puppets do a little opera performances. Oh, right, right. The Mr. Rogers. Oh, thank you, Fit. Thank you. I've said this before, and I don't know why, but the easiest color to blend are blues. And I just don't know why. Maybe I just have the wrong makeup or I have the wrong skill. So, should I do that white? The white, it's not really an afro, but. Oh, Fit. I was talking earlier because I remember you said you had experience with hip uh, issues with the hip. Well, I finally went to an orthopedic surgeon and got x-rays, and apparently it's not my hip. It's like my muscles, and they pressed against a one of my lower discs. But it was just one of those things. It's been an ongoing thing for like a year with me. Not a year, but like 10 months. And I just kept putting it off because I was just convinced I had to get a hip replacement. But now that I've started physical therapy, it's I've just had one session. It's already I feel an improvement. Okay, how's this hair look with this look? I just want to use this hair because I haven't done it in a while. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What am I filming? I am filming one Critical Role video and a book video, which, like I said last week, I just haven't had the bandwidth going through this movement to do like a good like book reviews. And I don't really have motivation to do book reviews because they don't do well on my channel. So I'm thinking I'm just going to search the web for an interesting quiz or something book related to talk about. But we'll see. I definitely want to keep doing the book videos because that's sort of my passion. but I know I've kind of have become a Critical Role channel insofar that's where my views are coming from. So, which is fine. Oh, let me grab a ring. Okay. Oh, you like the white wig with it? Let me scoot down so you can see it. Yeah, it's so poofy. Kind of looks like an afro in shape, but it's definitely not. Afro curls. Yeah, quizzes and tags can be fun. Yeah, yeah. I haven't been tagged in a while. Someone needs to tag me. Or I should do my own tag. Or you don't really have to be tagged. You can just look around for tags. Yeah, but I noticed, I won't call out any names, but I've noticed this one booktuber that I used to get tagged a lot with. When he does tag videos, he no longer tags people in it. Okay, can you see the full look a little better? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So guys, this is the final look. Oh, the contradiction book tag. Yeah, that was a good one. Okay. Okay, so this is it. I'm done my final look. It is your suggestion of the blue with the coral lids. And yeah, I liked it. I think it turned out pretty darn good. Okay, so I'm going to go film some videos. Once again, thank you for coming and putting up with me being silent as I slap on this grease paint. But it was a lot of fun. Hope to see you next week. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to take 2 weeks off, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the last week of this month and the first week of the following month. But I'll have videos ready to go. So I just won't be doing these live streams. Anyway, thank you once again for joining us. Hope to see you next week. And as always, may all the books you read be blessed.